Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. Um, have you ever been so anxious that you thought that you were gonna die? Yeah, I have. And if you click this video, you probably have too. I just made a video on depression, and this is gonna be the anxiety portion of it. Um, if you are having an anxiety attack right now, just know that it's going to pass. I've had anxiety all my life. I didn't really know I had it until I got older. I only noticed it when, like, first day of school, my heart would just beat so fast and I would sweat profusely. And then as I got older, I feel like it got worse. And now it happens a lot. Like, a lot of people who don't have anxiety think that, oh, it only happens when you're depressed or like when you're like having a bad day. But those of us who know who have anxiety all the time or frequently, we know that it can happen out of nowhere. Anything can trigger it. It could be something good can happen. You have anxiety from that. Like, people who don't suffer from anxiety don't know that. And I think it's all in your head. Whether it's in your head or not, you still physically feel it. Like, and people who don't have anxiety always say, don't worry, like, it's all in your head. It's not real. Yeah, but it feels real. It doesn't matter if it's real or not. It's real because it's happening. You know what I mean? And it's so frustrating to tell people that. You know, it's like, it doesn't matter why. It's happening. It's real. I feel it. You know, my heart is racing and, you know, my skin is I'm shivering. Like, I'm just like, you feel like you're dying, you know? And there's no other way to say it except just say it, you know? And we're going to be so real. And I'm just going to say, like, there are times in which, like, I mean, like, this is TMI, but I'm just going to say it. Like, there are times, like, I'll be in the bathroom trying to, like, you know, do number two, and like it won't come out, right? And then like it'll give me an anxiety attack. Like, it could be that something that mundane, right? Or it could be like I'm on a dating app and I'm gonna call somebody or talk to somebody on the phone for the first time and I'll get an anxiety attack. Or like I'll be having a good conversation with a guy on the phone and then like I'll feel so good and excited, like, oh my god, oh my god, this is going so well that it'll start to like pivot to an anxiety attack. You know? And those are the examples of things that you would think it would not give you anxiety. It would be the opposite, but it does. And of course, they're the regular ones, right? That, like, you know, if you're watching something and then something triggers your mind to something bad that happened in your past, you're like, oh shit. And it takes you to that spot, like where you were at in the past. And you're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And you know it's coming and just hits you like a ton of bricks. And you're just like, oh my God, oh my God. And like you pause what you're watching and you just like, you get up, you try to breathe, you walk around. And like, thankfully for me, that usually goes away pretty quickly. But, you know, I mean, I don't have the worst anxiety ever, but oh God, I'm being so vulnerable now. Like, when I got COVID in August, after it all, after, and I got really sick, like sick as I've been in like ever. Like, I had a fever for 2 weeks. It was so bad. My whole body was aching so bad, but I eventually got over it. And then I didn't leave the house for 4 months. Yeah. I've never told anyone that before. But that's what we're gonna do now. I'm gonna tell you guys things. Like, I'm not gonna keep things from you anymore. So here we go. Next secret revealed. Boom. I did not leave my house from July, let's see, to October. Yeah. So making sure I got yeah, right. 4 months. think that was my new record. I'm not proud of it, but it is what it is. And now this channel is just turning into my video diary. We're gonna just lay it out there because it does feel so good. I know it's so corny to say, but it does feel so good to just say it out loud and tell someone, you know? So I'm doing it. I did not leave my house for 4 months this year. It feels surreal to say it out loud. Yeah. And it's because of anxiety, and it's because it was a couple things. I also had really, really bad motion sickness that really, really flared up in the last couple years, and I feel like the motion sickness medicine that I was taking was making me really drowsy. So that was part of it too, but the anxiety, the motion sickness, probably the depression, like always, is always lingering around, you know? And also I thought, oh, well, I don't want to get COVID again. So if I don't leave the house, you know, I don't know. Crazy, right? That's just so crazy because, like, yeah. It feels so good to just say it out loud, you know? So I'm doing it. I'm just saying it out loud. But I went out in October. I went out in November and December, and I've been getting better about it, and I will no longer let 4 months go by. No, that's not going to happen again. 4 months. It's crazy. Wow. I've gone a month before, maybe 6 weeks, but like 4 months. Yeah, it's been a lot, but all you can do is just hope and pray things get better. And depression and anxiety are things that are not curable. They're not something that'll ever like go away permanently, at least for people like us. I mean, it depends. Like, excuse me, as I burp. It's not something that, like, of course, I can't speak for everybody. There are people who just have, you know, and it comes and goes once in their life. Like, you know, they have a loss and they have depression and anxiety and it goes away. But if you've had a depression and anxiety since childhood, it isn't something that goes away. I can find the man of my dreams. I can find an amazing best friend who's so supportive and who doesn't backstab me, and I'll still have anxiety. I'll still have depression. That's not going to help it. For a long time, I thought that, oh, if I find my soulmate, I won't be depressed anymore. I won't have anxiety anymore. Yeah, I'm old enough to know that's not true. But, you know, when I was in my 20s, I thought, oh, if all I need is just to find that Prince Charming and, you know, he'll take my depression away and I'll be so in love and happy that I won't ever feel anxious or depressed anymore. I won't need to binge eat. I won't need to do, you know, anything. Yeah, we know that's not going to happen. You can be, everything in your life can be going great. Depression and anxiety will be like, hi, remember me? You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's how it happens. So it's something that's always going to be around. It's like a shadow. It's always going to be there, you know? And that's okay. And as long as you acknowledge it and embrace it and just keep pushing, keep fighting, you know, don't let the depression win. Don't let the anxiety win. Don't let the bad thoughts win. Sam. But yeah, I thought I would just admit that because over the summer, I would get out. I would be in a store and I would get anxious. Really, really bad. To the point that I almost put my shopping down and just walked out of the store. And just left my stuff there and just, yeah. It honestly, a couple times, it happened once in Dollar Tree and once in Ulta over the summer. I had my things in the basket, and I got so anxious, and it happened right when I walked in. Like maybe like I walked in, and maybe like a few minutes later. And I thought, oh my God, I'm either gonna have to go in the back of the store and just kind of get into the fetal position and just like, it was so embarrassing, or I thought about putting the stuff down and just leaving the store and coming back, like, to finish my shopping, you know? I thought, I have to go. Like, I literally thought I should just put my shopping down on the aisle and just leave. Like, I couldn't even wait to, like, finish my shopping and, like, sit in line. Like, I just had to leave and just, like, drop and roll, right? Just drop what you got and just bounce. I almost did, but luckily I managed to get myself together some point to kind of finish what I was doing, go in line, pay for my stuff, and just bounce. But yeah, but like I said, I almost just left. I almost just said, screw this, you know, I gotta go. And then the same thing happened like a few weeks later in Dollar Tree. And then like when I got the COVID, it's just like, oh my God, like fuck it. I let it take over me, and I stayed in my house for 4 months. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud of it. But it happened, and I don't want that to ever happen again. So I don't know. That's crazy. There's just so much going through my mind right now, just even thinking about it. Like, just even admitting that right now on camera is crazy. It's wild. You know, for years. I'm not saying I haven't been real on this channel. I have been, but never this real. Like, this is as real as I've ever been. Like, I used to be so real on this channel, and then I stopped. And this is me being even more real right now, because I thought, well, I can just get more views just talking about shopping and doing hauls. And I thought also talking about real subjects. I thought maybe it would like, I thought if I could just ignore things, it would go away, right? So if I just come in here and talk about shopping or talk about products or whatever, and save all this for whatever, later on that night or whatever, or I can eat my pain away, or I could, but at a certain time, you have all this stuff, you know, and for a while it works. I'm not gonna say for a while it works. For a while, collecting a lot of stuff, you feel good. You feel like, oh, well, I have all this fun stuff, you know, as I look at all the stuff that I have here. But you know what I mean? Like, but nothing feels better than just talking about it on this, you know. So that's, yeah. And I found all these channels this year that like, of people just doing this, just talking. And I was like, why are they doing this? And then I watched their videos, and I watched like a bunch of them, and I was like, God, that is just so cool. Like, that's so brave. And I used to do this kind of stuff, and then I stopped. But now I know why people do it. Now I'm re-inspired to do this now. I'm re-inspired to be as exposed and real as possible. Because I used to look at people who used to do this and think, oh God, how narcissistic they are. Like anyone would really care about what they're going through. Like, girl, keep it to yourself, girl. Like, I was one of those people who would be such a hater. I'd be like, oh, just keep that to yourself. Like, no one wants to hear that, girl. Like, who cares? But that's the kind of stuff that I love watching now. I used to love the get ready with me's and the hauls, and I don't know. I'm not gonna lie, I do love a good tea video, and I'm still gonna do that too. Yeah. If there's some good tea to talk about, I'm still gonna talk about the tea. You know, spill some tea and be sassy and bitchy in those videos. But the videos that I like to watch the most, some of the videos I like to watch the most, other than paranormal videos, I do love paranormal videos. Are people just talking about their bad dates or their experiences or real issues or their depression, their anxiety, what they're going through on a daily basis, how they're feeling, just even daily updates. How was today? Today was great. Or today fucking sucked. Let's talk about it. Let's just talk about it. Like, why did it suck? Well, let's talk about it. Or why was today amazing? You know? Let's talk about our wins and let's talk about our flops. And now I get it. Like, it's so good. It takes a load off. Anyway, and then people can relate. People can talk about it. People can share their experiences. And people feel like they're not alone. But anyway, I talked about this in my last video. I'm, repeating things now. But you get the point. It's amazing to talk about real shit. So we're doing that on this channel. And I don't say writer's block, but I had like video block. I had like video content creating block for months. And that's kind of why I was MIA for a while. But I'm back, baby. And I'm better than ever. Phoenix rising from the ashes. Yeah. I just feel so much better just even like talking to you guys about it. Like I feel amazing. I already felt good. Today was a good day. But after filming, I feel so good. And I didn't have to buy a bunch of stuff to do it. Before, I used to have to be like, oh, let me go to some store and buy like hundreds of dollars worth of stuff, and then I'll come home and I'll do a thumbnail and a catchy title, and I'll show everything I bought, and it'll get a bunch of views, and then like it'll feel so cool to talk about it and show it and then put it all away. Not saying that isn't fun, but it's just like, what's better, spending all that money or keeping all that money in your account, not wasting it, and just turning on a camera and talking about real things? You know what I mean? Like, what's the better? What has more value? Or, you know what I mean? We know the answer to that. The talking. This is free. Me going to the mall or to the store and buying more crap. But do I need more crap? I have enough shit in my house. I have enough crap, girl. We all have, like, for Christmas, like, a lot of viewers are asking, you should do what I got for Christmas. No, I'm not gonna do it. I only got a few things because I am 35 years old. I don't need more things. And my parents know that. And they told me, like, literally a few months ago, you don't need anything. And I was like, I know, I don't. So for Christmas, yeah, we got each other a couple things, but we did not buy each other all this stuff because I don't need it. I don't need any more things. I have so much stuff, like that song by Madonna, right? I'm a material girl and a material. Like, that's kind of how I felt like for so long. I feel like if I just buy a bunch of stuff, I'll be happy. Yeah, for like an hour or two. And then once all that stuff has been hauled and it's put away in the, closet and the cabinets and the shelves and the drawers, then what? Okay, you walk by, it's cool, you like it. I'm not saying I don't love it. I'll never be a minimalist. Don't get me wrong here. I mean, I'm not going to be a minimalist or anything ever. But at least I don't have to add so much clutter to things. At least not all the time, Like, if I need something, I'll buy it, obviously. But just me adding to all that materialistic stuff, like all that materialistic content. I was the queen of that. I was the queen of hauls for years. And now I want to be the queen of talking about stuff. We'll talk about it. We'll get to the root issue of it. I'd rather do that. I'll be the... I've always wanted to be a talk show host. People always ask me what I want to do for a career. And I was like, I don't know. But the truth is, I've always wanted to be a talk show host and talk about real shit. Not the talk show hosts who have celebrity guests, because those are boring. The talk shows who would talk about real issues. relatable topics. Not having celebrities sit on their couch, fake conversation, forced conversation because they have a new movie coming out or a new TV show coming out or some product they want to sell, some makeup line, some perfume. Nobody cares. It's fake, it's empty, it's bullshit. I want to talk about real issues. I don't want to see some talk show in which you're only there because you're promoting your latest film. No one cares. You know what I mean? Oh, you have a new perfume line. Great. Don't care. You know, we all have enough perfume, makeup, clothes, shoes, bags. We have enough stuff. Okay. I know, it's crazy to hear me say this, the queen of materialistic stuff, the queen of hauls, the $1,000 hauls like I used to do. You know, clear the store, retail therapy. That was my motto. Yeah, if I can change, you can too, girl. But only if you want to. I'm not saying everyone needs to be like me. We all have our own paths, and you're only ready to change if you want to change. You know? So yeah. Hopefully something I said makes sense. Hopefully you relate to something I said. Leave me a comment down below, like up the video, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time. Don't let anxiety take you over, you guys. Don't let it take you over. You know, I let it take over me for 4 months, and I finally left the house, and I finally got myself together, and I'm filming, and I'm uploading, and I'm staying motivated. I'm leaving the house more often. So don't let your crippling anxiety dictate the rest of your life. Keep fighting. Fight through the depression and fight through the anxiety. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time. Bye, guys.